You fill up every moment and everything that you do, you are the one who fills it up with quality. You don't wait for anything to happen to make something be out of quality. You are the one, we are the one who can fill up whatever we're doing with quality.
Today we have another all-exclusive video from Master Shi Heng Yi, an unseen interview talking about spirituality and how we can have a better life and lead a better life. Today's video was made possible at betterhelp.com, who are sponsoring the video today. It's a place where you can get online professional therapy with the link in the description. For me, I've been using online therapy for the last year, weekly, and it's been a very difficult process, but one of the best processes that I've had for self-improvement. If you sound interested, please go try your first session down below with the link in the description, where personally I think you'll know if therapy is for you after that first session. Also, thank you to everybody who supported us at mulliganbrothers.com, where you can now get the Memento Mori poster with 10% off using code STOIC at checkout. Guys, let's dive into this amazing video with Master Shi Heng Yi of the Shaolin Temple Europe. Guys, let's show some support for Master Shi Heng Yi as well at shaolin.online, where you can get more information from him. Let's dive into the video. I'm interested, do you feel that we've covered all the lessons from this ritual of tea? Do you think there's something else there? I don't want to skip over everything whilst we've got you here in this ceremony. I'd love to just make sure we're covering all bases.
So, this is why also when we are having our food ceremony, so before eating, we also have like a small prayer, which actually is expressing the same that we also talked about right now over here. Meaning, from time to time, to be reminded. There is a story behind all of this. There is a story behind the food. Because intention is what fuels life. Intention fuels life. So in the moment where you are eating a type of food, there is a difference if you have some connection to the food that you're putting into you, or if you blindfolded, just do that one. Just that at the end the stomach is full and you have the feeling of fullness. I am 100% convinced that there is a different way of how your body eventually is going to process the food that you are eating with a filled intention, in comparison to the food that just like you don't even know exactly what it was. It just filled the stomach. And so that is what I mean is, you want to have quality life. And that automatically only means for me, you fill up every moment and everything that you do, you are the one who fills it up with quality. You don't wait for anything to happen to make something be out of quality. You are the one, we are the one who can fill up whatever we're doing with quality. And in this monastery, it's in the eating, it's in the drinking the tea, it's during the meditation lessons, it is during the physical training. Everywhere we try to put as much as we can that reminder inside again. Be mindful. Know what you're doing. Put intention behind it. Don't do things empty. Don't do a movement empty. If you are not in the mood to do the training, do something else you're in the mood to do. That's not what I always say, but sometimes I do that. If I can see already somebody is in the training room and his energy is not correct, his mind is not there, is useless. Yeah. Sometimes they have other things on the mind that they would maybe prefer to do, or they still have some work on the mind where they think it's important, but I cannot focus, then I better let them do that. Because the important part, no matter what it is that reminder. It is up to your intention. It is your thoughts that is fueling the quality of life. And therefore, these are always just reminders. And yeah. And now coming from the cultural side, let's say, because in Asia anyway we drink so much tea. This is why always when drinking tea and seeing the cup, seeing the tea again, it's sooner or later, it's like subconsciously already you know, oh, that's the mindful time. Because of course it would be a lie to say that even if we are here in the monastery, that 24 hours you're mindful. No, normally we are not, no human is. That's why we need to have structures, we need to have some method to reconnect us again, that remind us again. Remember, mindfulness is key. Intention is key. So everywhere, hidden inside this whole complex of the monastery, we have this idea of be mindful. That's why, like behind you, you see all these different instruments of the gongs, and it's our so-called sound altar behind there. Traditionally, not from Shaolin, but meanwhile we have so many different people coming here that they are reacting differently to certain methods. Some people like the breathing meditation or the moving arts. Some people understand the message by drinking tea. And other people understand the message by following a sound. Because no sound, again, is ever the same. It's like something slowly builds up and something slowly disappears. Just like everything. And this is why there are so many different so-called meditation methods. And we used to say, okay, you don't want to do Kung Fu, you don't want to do Qigong, you don't want to do Tai Chi Chuan, you also don't like the sitting meditation. Yeah, let's try out maybe listening, using the sounds as an object for your meditation. Maybe that is something that can recalibrate you, remember yourself again. There's a different key for each door. And sometimes this is the role, let's say, of a teacher to sometimes figure out which one is the right key to open that one person. And that's why we call it is the closest way in this area where we are right now, is what we call the direct transmission. There are some things you can, of course, share on videos or share through books, but there's also something which ultimately can only be shared when flesh to flesh, human to human, sit next to each other. Mm-hmm. That is what we call, it's the direct transmission.
Yeah, I think just the idea of transferring these teachings to be mindful in day-to-day life, like everything that you spoke about today, the ritual, the thinking about the process of how this tea got here, the uniqueness of every single cup of tea. How do we apply that to, or how would you feel that people should apply that to their everyday lives?
I think it's time to really give sense, to give purpose, and to give an understanding to the things that you are encountering in this lifetime. In this talk, for example, today, we mentioned already very often mindfulness. That word is out in this world so often right now. But take your time and think about it. What does it actually refer to? How can you personally use that word in combination with what I just try to, let's say, express over here? Mindfulness is not the absence of thoughts. You are not trying to get rid of the thoughts. Mindfulness means your mind is full mind full, but it is full of something that you chose. You individually chose. This is my purpose. This is my intention of why I'm doing something. You do your work, put some intention behind it. You are speaking to a person, be clear about your intention. Why are you speaking to the person? You are texting something, be clear about what is your intention. Why are you typing it? And stop doing stuff in this world that doesn't mean anything to you and that has no intention. Because the whole point about why do I need this intention? Because only intention mobilizes energy. And why do we need mobilized energy? Because only mobilized energy is creating something. What do I mean? If you continue doing stuff without intention, the result is going to be the same. You create nothing. Yeah, so it's like you never sent the messages because they were empty. And so this is the moment now where you practice from the moment you wake up in the morning. Don't do unnecessary things. Brushing the teeth is not unnecessary. There is a purpose behind it. There is an intention behind this. You want your teeth to be healthy. That is an intention. You drink the coffee. You would like that you wake up a little bit more and be a little bit more active. Why do you want to be a little bit more active? Because with that extra power, with that extra energy, you can work more efficiently. You can work more. You can work better. You can do more things the whole day long. And why would you want that? Because you want to help. You want to contribute to something bigger. There is a whole range of intention that each individual can put into his daily life. Yeah? I can't say what are you supposed to, what type of intention you're supposed to put in there. That is the special part. That it is not about what you do. It is about how you do the stuff. How you are writing the messages. How you are communicating with people. How you are walking through this lifetime. It doesn't matter what you do. It's the how. And this is something which is way bigger than keeping it limited to a Shaolin temple. It's just that within this temple, we have our ways. But the underlying principle is not limited at all to this organization only. It's something which belongs out there to the humans to know. It's just that special part. Why I'm so enthusiastic sometimes about this topic is that I'm so happy that it still exists in this type of knowledge inside this temple. But now, growing up in the monastery and at the same time in this Western world, I see this one is missing out there, but it belongs out. Mm-hmm. And this is why my wish was always to find this combination that maybe started in the East or is found in the East, but it needs to come back. Because in essence, it is not separated. It's just, I don't know, got blocked or got lost or whatever. But this needs to come out.
Thank you to Master Shi Heng Yi for doing this video with us. Thank you to everybody who's followed so far. But please, please, please hit the notification bell and hit the subscribe button, because we have three new videos with Master Shi Heng Yi. That's new interviews that have never been seen before that we are starting to release on the page. So please hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button, and be notified as to when they come out. We also want to say a massive thank you to everybody who supported us at mulliganbrothers.com, anybody who bought the Inspire Change t-shirts, the hoodies, the journals, and also the new poster. Use code STOIC for 10% off the poster. And our sponsor of the video today is betterhelp.com, where you can get online professional therapy with the link in the description. Something I have used for this last year. It's a very difficult thing to go through, but if you're willing to experience therapy and have that first session that's available down below, it's something that can really open you up. It's something that can make you more aware of who you are and what traumas you might be harboring, and certain ways of being that you didn't recognize were down to certain experiences and environments that you had lived in, maybe as a child or maybe in adulthood. So please go check that out down below. I fully recommend it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed and productive day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.